Hope y'all welcome back to another episode of Millennial Talk Podcast. I'm Mikhail.
I'm Maegan.
I'm Freq. That's just funny.
We're gonna leave this in there though.
What happened to Jalen?
I like Freq because they put it under my Instagram name anyway. That's what it
okay.
says. So it makes no
Okay.
sense. And niggas ain't calling me my first. I don't like these niggas. I seen y'all calling my first. Sorry, that just. I said it in the last episode. It's like, oh, like I thought about that shit one day. I was like,
I don't want these niggas call me.
yeah, I want you to see me like, oh, Jay. No.
Okay. Well, I gotta be professional.
Okay.
We're here to, guide the millennials. Whatever we go through, we here for y'all. We gonna give y'all our experiences and help y'all get through whatever y'all going through. But we got this millennials.
Do we have
We
this?
do got it. We do got it. Well, what's been going on, y'all?
I got a car.
Period.
Yes, 2025.
Oh.
Yes. Blessings. Because I got in a car accident, and as was stated in the previous episode, but we back mobile.
Period.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, did you mention it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I mentioned that.
We love bigger and better.
Yeah. My mom's out the hospital.
Yes.
That's what wasn't mentioned. Yeah. Mom's out the hospital. So life is coming back to normal.
Period.
Again. Just got to get through school.
Yeah.
How about you all?
What's been going on?
This gonna be that type of episode. What is so funny?
I don't know. I feel like I've been wanting to go for nature walks a lot and stuff like that. I don't want to sound like a hippie, but get one with nature. But I just feel like when you look up at the sky and breathe fresh air and stuff like that,
it look fake as hell, don't
it calms you.
It does calm you. We talk about it look fake as hell.
I do that though. I can suggest some good nature trails for you. I do nature trails.
I love nature trails. Yeah, that's kind of like what I've been doing. Just zenning, getting out the house. Because I feel like when you stuck, well, not necessarily stuck, but if you don't allow yourself to get out of those walls, you can kind of get locked mentally. So yeah, that's it. Besides working,
I've been getting my creative flow back. I've been slowly getting back in my groove, making music, doing stuff again. Been listening to a lot of music again, which I haven't been doing. And I've been going back to my documentary binges. So that's been pretty fun.
I need to get into that.
I was just about to say, I need to get back on my documentary.
Yeah, I kept telling myself, bro, you watch a lot of just dumb shit, reaching, just mindless, just
baddies.
Baddies. I've been on this what's my thing? Police chase hook, on YouTube.
Oh yeah, those are good.
Police arresting, people doing. I just been on that. Me and my girl, we watch scary videos. I just be watching just dumb stuff. I'm like, dang, what is
scary videos?
Scary videos.
Crazy, oh my. Never mind, but it'd be scary video we watching at nighttime.
Oh yeah.
I got you, no problem.
I got another one too.
Yeah, but that's what I've done. So I just decided to switch it up to change my mind and be on some, educate myself type of stuff. And so I watched Planet Earth, Tylenol Killers, and Cocaine Earth.
I've been wanting. I was just about to say Cocaine Air. I wanted because I like documentaries about drug smugglers and stuff like that.
What's wrong with y'all?
It's so interesting, especially the ones about the ladies that do it. I'm like, dang, her manager. Okay, I gotta pick up where he left off. It's real interesting, but it's history. It's American history.
It is.
I like them for sure. So that one's all been good, and I watched the Travis Scott one. So yeah, he got one on Netflix.
Shit, I'm gonna have to check that out too.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. We all about to be in our
documentary. I'll give it a caveat. It is biased, but it's no legal things going on there. It's just letting their feelings just rock.
Okay, it's interesting. I hate that though. I be wanting the real raw.
Yeah, that's what I thought I was gonna get that perspective on things, but nah, it was at the end of it. I was like, oh, I see what this was. Good luck in court, brother. Good luck in court, brother.
Not a publicity stunt.
No, it was bad.
I'm weak as hell. All right, y'all. We're going to get into trend of the week. So the trend of the week this week is Zodiac Compatibility getting played out. And what brought me to that is the tremendous views, videos that's everywhere about you know, finding love and who you need to be with, and what is your moon rising in your sun sign, and how are we compatible, and how is, you know, whatever. It's just getting, to me, kind of like super out of hand. I don't know. But how do y'all feel about that?
As a woman, it's always been like that for us. Because I don't know why we lean on it more than y'all. I really don't know. I really don't know why we lean on it more than y'all. But so what do you mean by getting played out though?
Like, is it being overly used? Like, it's to a point, like I said, like, I can literally scroll on my TikTok right now and it can be a video like, oh my gosh, you could find the love of your life if you're this person. And, you know, if you're Aquarius, then, you know, this is your time to find a Scorpio and blah, 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 blah. It's like, all, like, literally, I could just keep going. And once you look at one video, you know, they just...
Yeah, because the algorithm, it shows you more and more and more. I'm gonna say in regards to like compatibility, it still is what it has always been. I don't think it's more like pushed. I just feel like it's people who, like I said, lean into it and those who just disregard it, you know, because it's a pseudoscience, but it does have some truth to it. Like, you know, Virgos tend to overthink, but you can't just pinpoint like, oh, she overthinks, she's a Virgo.
Right.
It's their human characteristics of who they are. Exactly. Like I said, it depends who leans into it and who doesn't, you know?
Yeah, because most zodiac signs got the same. Like, Aquarius are overthinkers too.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's kind of like...
So is it you know, due to our zodiac signs, or is it because this is how our brains are wired?
Yeah, I agree.
What you ask that? What you say? What you say about the zodiac people? What you had to go ahead and let the energy people look. What your name is? So they go ahead and okay. This is my thing about it. No, I'll be on the side. Like y'all was saying, it's like a pseudoscience to it, where it become normalized to just throw around like, oh, I'm a Libra, so my skills is this and that, and it become normalized even with the people that don't lean into it as much. It's easy to, oh, I'm in a career, I'm married, so you know this and that. And I think it just all is I don't want to say excuse, but way to justify accountability for different things. Like, I'm like this because of this, or we didn't work because of that, this, that, and the third. And I think, you know, some people don't work, some people do work. You know, I've dated every sign, I dated my same sign and thought that was great, and it just would work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like you were saying, a lot of people share characteristics in that sign, and it's like, when it's that, and it's like, well, no, the moon rising, the sun rising, and it's like, well, did you lean to the left on that day, or did this and that?
Or is it in retrograde?
Yeah, was the clock going counterclockwise, or did they start like what? You know what I'm saying? It just ends up being more and more and more and more and more. And as respect to like, if that's your belief, but just to my personal experiences, it play a part if you, like you said, if, not so much if your brain is wired to me, but it's what's it called? Self-prophesizing to me. So it's like, oh, I'm a Libra, so it's about constantly doing or we overthink. And I'm like, if I keep getting told that, then
I'm gonna start believing.
Yeah, I'm gonna start believing. I think it's a lot more of that than it is just innate, like you born with this or that.
No, I agree with you. I was literally going to say that too. Like, the more you talk about it, the more you people you be like, damn, this is me. Like, I am a Aquarius. I am this.
Because people used to say like, Virgos, they worry a lot, and I'm like, dang, I do worry a lot. I do worry a lot. Until I'm like, I don't have to though.
Yeah.
There's nothing telling me like I have to worry because I'm a Virgo. I learned that in college. I'm like, I don't have to.
It's just a fun way of, you know, having a conversation, what I feel like it is. But it is, like you said, it is truth to it, you know, for certain aspects of it. Like, you know, I guess the time and where the placement of the sun and the moon was or whatever. I get that part. I like it. I mean, I like having a conversation. It's just, I feel like every time I look on social media, it's always a video talking about, I hate Virgos because of this, and this one did me wrong.
I'm just saying, Jada Pinkett really
dropped the ball for you.
Turned us into like a little spiral of hate.
A crash out.
Yeah, like it's like a hate train crash out for Virgos because of her and what she decided to do with August Alsina, who I believe is also a Virgo. I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah. See. That's like, I'm just speaking to that one point you said everybody hates Virgos. I'm like,
yeah,
really it's September Virgos to do it, but
it really is the September Virgos.
leave it there.
Yeah, but y'all let us know in the comments, like, how do y'all feel about the Zodiac compatibility?
Trust me, they gonna be there.
Yeah.
What we just said.
Oh,
they gonna be there.
Let us know, like, you know.
They got a link for us. Trust me. They have a book recommendation.
So just to let y'all know, because I know some of y'all be wanting to, you know, do y'all little research. Maegan's a Virgo. I'm an Aquarius. Jalen's a Libra.
Right.
So that should probably answer a lot once y'all start.
And we are all children of God first and foremost. So whatever evilness you're going to try to spew into us, it's already back to you because God got us.
Period.
Okay?
Anointed.
Because no, people do, oh, I'm going to throw a hex on her and make her believe her. I'm going to make his hair fall out. No, God got us. You can't touch me. Period.
Careful, that's spaghetti.
What about this? Oh, yeah. I ain't playing with that. I heard about that. That's that hoodoo shit. I don't know. We don't mess with that hoodoo shit. But no, yeah. But let's get into our first topic, guys, which I'm excited about.
Okay.
Bring back music groups. Girl or guy groups.
You look so disappointed.
I know what it was.
Oh my God.
Okay, y'all, look. If a man loves a turtle, like, oh Lord.
But no, bring back music groups. I feel like this is a perfect time to, like, you know, redo that. Like, as like one music group that I love right now I feel like that's doing their thing, and I missed their concert when they came here was Flow, and I really wish I had the opportunity to go. I really did. But you never seen Flow? They're from the UK. It's the three girls. They've done a lot of kind of like they have, I guess, where people are kind of like putting them in the industry, they have like similarities to like Destiny's Child, like when they first started out their harmonies and stuff like that. But yeah, that's one. And then I know Siren, which is a new girl group that just dropped their EP with Candy Burris. So if everybody know who Candy Burris is,
she's from one of them shows,
you a music guy? What's the name?
She's from Escape.
Yeah, Escape.
Oh, yeah. She's a well-known Grammy Award-winning writer. She wrote, you know, Bills, and stuff like that with Tiny. Yeah. She wasn't real.
Okay. I ain't right. I'm like, wait a minute.
But don't y'all miss that? Like, you know, especially with the guy groups and...
I was thinking, why did that really die down? Do you think it's more so because it's always one star in each group, and it's like I might as well go ahead and start solo if we gonna end up breaking up anyway? I feel like that was really a 2000s type of thing that done died out. I do miss the groups though, because you know the different harmonies and everything, but that also goes with entertaining. To have a group, you have to be entertaining. A lot of stars are talented in their singing and rapping, but they cannot entertain.
That's true. I mean, somebody always falls short in a group in a sense. But I don't know. I feel like sometimes ego does play a part, but I don't necessarily think if y'all heads are in it from the beginning, knowing that y'all want to be a group, I feel like that kind of helps too. I would think.
How many times we heard that shit with all them?
But they ain't know they didn't want that. For real. I mean, they wanted they start, and then they were gonna branch off regardless.
That's not true, because like a lot of them would say like, yeah, when we started out, we was young dudes and wherever we was from, and they brought us together, and we just wanted to sing, and then this started happening. Lil Johnny started doing coke or whatever the hell started going on. But it's like for me, like the groups is two aspects of it. One, it changed to where it was an age thing, like where they were young, that's why they appealed. Because at the end of the day, America got turned off from a bunch of grown ass men dancing and singing and doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like because of the type of music they made. Because the thing is, it was this poppy thing, and you had to kind of like gradually grow like with your fan base. So it's like if you started off and you was like, let's just say 12 to 15, like that was y'all boy group or girl group. And y'all grow, even when we seen with Destiny Child, it's like eventually like these like people start connecting with the individuals or whatever, what have you. So it's hard to like grow this group continuously. But we see with like maybe like a Boyz II Men Jacket or some of these other groups where like even with them, they had they breaks and stuff like that, but they can continue on doing what they doing, and sometimes they replace members and stuff. But the type of music they make becomes timeless because it's usually love music, R&B stuff. It's hard with like necessarily a B2K for that to be like forever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just like in the same longevity, because like it's gonna get to a point with them where what made them appealing with the dancing and something, we saying that now. Yeah. Like when they hit that 40 so rank, it's gonna be hard to just have that same appeal, sell out, this and that. Like I said, compared to shit, even the Isley Brothers were some of the kind of like when they go around and stuff like people really want to see them. Yeah. And this is generational music, so it's to me about what type of music you make and ultimately like how y'all mature with music. You know what I'm saying? Because even with them, the Isleys specifically, like they separated, everybody played their role and just different things that they did, but they also would come together to make music for that time. Yeah. It wasn't like we just kept seeing them go back on tour and try and relive the old days. We saw that. So when they go on tour in multiple groups, we see the ages of the music. They might even do only 2 records from way back then. Yeah. We look at B2K, it's like they haven't made a record in however long. So when Omarion doing his music, they're like, what is this? Like we hear from B2K, so it's like y'all said it's just whatever y'all said from the beat. So we tired of them records. Yeah,
it's mainly too, like you said, it's the growing aspect. But B2K had like a lot of like weird shit going around them at that time, so that kind of fucked them up. Not gonna lie. But I don't know. Like I think of like the OMG Girls is like one that they started off very young, and that's like Tiny's daughter. With, you know, her friends and stuff like that. And now they made a comeback now. So they're making like more, I feel like age appropriate to how old they are music. And I feel like they are being received very well because they were liked a lot when they were younger. Just like, I think, what was the other group that came out with them? Was it,
The Boys?
Yeah. I can't think of their name.
Okay, well damn. They make music?
No, I'm just saying back then, like, you know, they came up with them, that crowd or whatever. And that goes to your point. They were trying to make it like a B2K, and I just remember that one song. Where is Mrs. Right? Y'all remember that? When Nikki said
They could have went further though. I feel like they should have different backing behind, like different management. They could have went further, and they could have been like what you said, a group that transitioned with their targeted audience and age. I feel like they could have. Now with the whole dancing and stuff,
that's what they're campaigning is like.
Yeah, but I feel like
if I take a quarter talent put together, that's a whole talent. But if I separate these things, it's hard to make this into something. Like that's another thing that happens a lot with groups, this and that, whatever. Is like this person is actually doing so much up with the group, because like it might have been that this guy or one guy was making the beats, doing this mixing, this guy was writing everybody's songs, coming up with the choreography, and these other 2 niggas was just there with posing. So then it's like, well, if he falls short or this person falls short or that person, y'all screwed. So it's like, that's why I get hard with the groups, and then it's like that other person that's also doing that might start feeling themselves. Because it's like we talking about perfect ego, like that was the music industry, it ain't gonna happen. Like, we see dudes here that ain't never stepped foot on the stage that he feel like he that nigga. He better than Pop. Like you can't tell him nothing else. So it's like, imagine you actually got fans, you actually was this and that. Like it's hard. Like he might be going crazy on Amazon right now, like feeling this
stuff. I mean that's true.
You know what I'm saying? And rightfully so. Like depending on whatever he got going on, like, you know what I mean, it's all you can do.
Yeah, I don't like one thing that like you touched on. I'm glad that you mentioned that about basically the quarter talent. Like one thing that I've noticed with like as example, Candy's group Siren. They all have lead potential, like for sure. Like all of them can sing. Like that's kind of rare too. Sometimes when you have a group, one person has like that main voice, and then everybody just like, oh, I'm supporting, you know, sing here, sing there. But they all have like that leading, the leading voice presence, and I think it's a look thing too. Like depending on I hate to say it, like who's the most attractive out of the group that most people like zoom in on. But I think the groups can work. It's just like you said. Well, I mean, kind of going off of what you said, it can't be perfect, but I feel like I would want them to be independent. I feel like y'all have your own say so, do your own thing, and if really truly y'all want to do that, y'all together, y'all can rock it out.
I feel like for them to work, it can't, like what you said, it can't be pop music. Because how do you grow throughout the ages doing pop music? Yeah. But how is a 13-year-old group gonna come around singing R&B? You know what I'm saying?
That's the problem. That's
well, shit, they was young anyway. Aaliyah was like, how old, 15?
No.
But number one, it's a music genre though. The choice.
Well, no, more so like we saying, one is the group, but then number two with the Aaliyah, because the person passed, we give the grace for a lot of the music. We can't test how we don't have a limit test because we don't have one. Like there is no other measurement. Where we look at the older groups, one thing that we ignore about them is their ages. So like when they were dropping some of these albums, like these dudes were 20 something, 30 something. Like even me and my grandma, something like Terry Penrose, some of his love music. So he's in his 40s, late 30s. Like these are they still grown. So it's like but it just stood the test of time and they developed from there. So it's like I could see it being difficult. Like she said, if you a young dude. You know what I'm saying? Making that type, like even when we look at something smaller like a Justin Bieber, right? How he had to try and transition with his career, even when he started trying to talk more sexual and all the backlash, pushback, and stuff like that. So he had to just gradually compete in such a way. So even now, when he makes something sexual, it got like a little
pushback.
So it got like a little bouncy pop to it. It's not just full blown. I'm gonna get them peaches. I'm about to crack it, girl. Like it's like no, I gotta present it.
Peaches.
Yeah, like he ain't saying it like that. Like where I can get the peaches and then like I can go get Quavo and Travis Scott, whoever's like, no, I'm gonna get Daniel Caesar and Giveon to present it this way. And you know what I'm saying? But look how you just reacted compared to when I said Travis Scott and this dude, he was like.
Well, no, I mean, I'm an R&B head.
But I'm saying that's like most people, and that's why I gotta present it like this record compared to I could have made an R&B record with Travis Scott because. I still use him example because he flip-sided for Travis record. So I'm saying it as and the reception, like it was like those are two different things. Like
I feel like if they come up under the right artist though, because like what you said with Sirens coming up under Candy, I feel like if Chris Brown started a little group, it would stand the test of time.
I think so.
I honestly would because Chris Brown started when he was 15, 16.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like he go from Excuse Me Miss to what is it? Imagine saying 16, I can get a little mannish. What song is that?
Wait, hold on.
Whatever. But my thing is, he go from like, excuse me, miss, to I just turned 16, I know I can get a little mannish, to as he got older, he became more and more sexual, and we all just accepted it.
I think
it's Destiny's Child. They were young and they were singing no, 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 no.
Yeah, so it's just.
Yes. But I think the difference is like. Where it get finicky is like the music industry is about timing. It's all about timing. So it's like we saying it like as if it was just Chris, and it was the fact that when Chris was doing what he was doing, there was a usher around that was also giving the game on it. It was this person in the industry that was the manager of such and such to such and such for the marketing department that is no longer there. So it's like a lot more difficult to be like just to interject this. At the same time, and there's no discredit to none of Chris Brown's because I'm a Chris Brown fan. At the time that he came around, there was in the culture desire for that type of music, this boy group, but we don't want the boy group. We do like that sound that they was doing, but not that dance and stuff like that. I.e., here's Chris Brown, which was the perfect combo. Because then even what was the other song that he did where he was talking about breaking up with a chick?
Too soon to say goodbye.
Too soon.
No, never the right time.
Never the right time. So like even for me,
oh my God,
he already was presenting like a little adultish kind of like. So it wasn't like you said when he started to transition. We were getting these small notions of this, and we still had music videos back then.
Oh, yeah,
so with that, we was seeing visually like, okay, now he got a girl twerking on him. Now he doing this little grindy thing. Now he in the water and dancing with Sierra. So we seeing like these small pockets of this and stuff like that, to where now it's like it's a lot more difficult because people want so much access to you so quickly in such an abundance that to let a kid still be a kid and nurture and build up is damn near impossible.
It is. It's damn impossible. Look at these star celebrities that come from Disney and all that other stuff, like to get, not to go off topic or whatever, but yeah, it is hard for sure. I don't know. I feel like, I want to see more groups. I mean, we have a lot of girl groups coming out. I want to see like a good like male group that bring back that old school R&B, like B12 and the others, you know, no shade. I just couldn't think of that because I don't want nobody to be like, damn, you don't know shit. But
Boys to men.
Boys to men.
I think we get these small pockets of like duos today.
Like,
so like you get like they and then like Trey and Armand. Yeah, like so you get those like pockets of situations, and I think that's more so what we're gonna see because even with me, it's like music. I can make the beat, I can write the song, I can do this, I can play this instrument. So it's like it's kind of hard to be like, Jalen, do you need 3 other niggas in here with you? Hell no, like I really don't. I just need the artist. So it's like, me and him, if he doing the audio engineering and producing, and we can bring different people in kind of relationship, and I don't. Like, that's why I think it also get context. Like, that's why I said it's about a timing thing. Technology has gotten so accessible and allow you to do so much in music that it's true. Like the boy groups needed the choreographers of this, like all these different things. Where it's like, well, nah, bro, like, I'm not about to sit here and dance. Like, you don't need all these different aspects of things. It's very easy to make your music, send it out to the masses, and now they want to come see me at a concert locally, and I can make a career out of it. So to have somebody like even a Chris Brown invest into a boy group, where like on the flip side, I would say like a Ty Dolla $ign, he invested in Leon Thomas. Now look what happened. Leon. But look what happened. Like, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, and it's like Leon. I love Ty Dolla $ign, so it's like to say he took that same approach. He came from backyard, all the stuff that Leon Thomas was already doing. So I could have made a boy group with him, but instead I'm gonna do this and look what the result is, and I could just bring whatever pieces he needs.
Exactly.
And that's the smarter approach, because I have to deal with 4 personalities that have to stay together to keep the product 100% the same every time I sell it.
Right. You're right. Because that's
too much. It's too much
to keep, to the maintenance.
And they all think they the superstar. They all think that everybody eager. Oh, I was on tour. I slept on the bus with them too. And it's like, but bro, like he was making beats while you was sleeping, or you was doing that. Like then it gets to all that finicky circumstance stuff. When it's like, okay, hey Leon, Mr. Thomas, what do you need?
Write that song, buddy.
Thank you. Mutton remix? Yeah, absolutely, sir. Yep. Who do you want? Like, he
ate that for sure. All right, y'all. So we're gonna move on to the next topic, and this is actually one of Jalen's topics that you pitched.
I picked that.
Oh, you did?
See, and I didn't even take the credit, so y'all heard that already.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
It just sounded like something Jalen would add.
Yeah. Okay, so if the homie / homegirl is cheating on your close friend, are you snitching or are you minding your business?
I'm minding my business.
I can't agree with that 100%.
Like, it depends on the circumstance. I cannot agree with that
100%.
Like, okay, what's my relationship, right? What's my relationship with the people? If this is my man, right? It's my man. We solid for you. And this is his shorty or whatever. And, okay.
No. That's your homegirl.
That's like his girl is my homegirl.
Yeah, they both your friends.
Same time. Like, I've been cool with them the same time.
Yes. Exactly.
I'm definitely staying out of it. I'm definitely not saying nothing. This is for sure y'all situation to work out.
He like hands off.
Yeah, completely hands off.
What if it was flipped? What if it was like, okay, you a little closer to your homegirl and she's cheating on your homeboy?
She cheating on my homeboy?
Yeah, are you saying something?
I'm not saying nothing to neither partner.
Okay.
I'm not getting involved with none of that stuff.
So you're not gonna pull it to the side and say, "Hey sis, you know you wrong."
No, that's different. Now me having a conversation with them is different. Now you saying snitching meaning telling the other person. I'm not snitching on nobody.
Okay.
And I'm not getting involved in that. Now me having an opinion about what you doing, it's totally different. I'm gonna have an opinion.
Yeah, but that's what I meant. I didn't mean snitching. I mean, like, are you saying something to that person?
Oh,
are you minding your person?
Snitching, I meant, I'm assuming. Didn't it say you said?
You said snitching.
Yeah, you said snitching on
oh,
yeah, that's what I'm like.
Not snitching.
Yeah, I'm like.
I didn't mean snitching.
Yeah,
it was written wrong. It was written wrong in the discussion board. Are you saying something or are you minding your business?
Got you. Okay.
Now that's a different question. Is this the first time that this has happened, or is this the?
You don't know. You out at the mall. And you mind your business, you know what I'm saying? Right. You shopping, you see her hugged up, holding hands at the bar with somebody else. And you like, is that? Let me call her.
Yeah,
and then she answered her phone.
No, dynamics is like, I don't know the dynamics of your relationship.
Okay.
So for me, just because I see you hold hands with this person and I get to call it, I don't I don't know what you and your woman talk about behind closed doors. I don't know none of y'all that now. I know what you present to me, right? Fair. So I'm gonna respect that. So I might catch her doing all types. You know what I'm saying? I done seen women go in the club, like wherever, like for whatever. But that's not my business to tell. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And some people are like, well, if they see your lady, would you want to tell you? Hell the fuck yeah. Tell me you see my chick, but that don't mean like,
oh my God, the Jalen.
That's the expectation of the friendship though. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like, it depends. Like, that's why I said it's so many dynamics. Like, if you talking about a nigga wife, I might feel a little different. You know what I'm saying? I might.
But you still not gonna say anything.
I'm saying I might feel a little different. Like, if that's my man's wife, I might be like, I'm gonna go ahead and say something about that. Or like if he the husband and he doing something possible, I'm like, I'm like, hey bro, like, come on, dog, you gotta not do that shit. But for y'all dating, like that's just your girl and shit, I'm not getting involved in that extra because I can't say you a marriage nigga. Like that's all this shit. Y'all might.
This is your homeboy though, so you know him. Y'all close. You know if your man's is marriage mindset or not.
See, this is where niggas and this is where women and men like kind of different, right? Me and my homeboy are cool. Me and my homeboy is cool, and what his characteristics are that make us friends also do not mean on this end that we share this moral code. You get what I'm saying?
No, and I get that.
Right. So like, I have a homie, whatever the case may be, like where what he did with his lady, I would never do and never condone. But I understood that is just who he is and how he views relationships or just whatever, even if that's the dynamic and they talk, whatever it is, he continuously does this behavior without consequence, you know what I'm saying, from his relationship. So for me to talk to him, do anything with like whatever, I need to accept that the way that we move relationships is just different. You know what I'm saying?
He's not gonna change.
It don't matter for me if he changed, like, because that's not why he my friend. Like, if you get what I'm saying?
But that's still not answering my question. This is your man. You know what type of time he on with this girl.
That's what I'm answering. What I'm saying. The same dude you said, this is my man. So I'm saying I know in some cases how he is. So he looking at shorties and however he date, this how he move. I have talked to him about it. He hasn't changed. People haven't changed. But what also makes him my friend, my brother, has nothing to do with none of them qualities and characteristics. You know what I'm saying? I might look at him like, that's wrong. You can't date my sister. I'm not going to take relationship advice from you. That's the thing I'm setting based off of that.
But he's minding his business.
I'm minding my business. That's how that nigga is. And if she's with him, I can't dictate why or how it comes or why that is. So I'm just going to keep my hands off it. Because if y'all saying y'all been together for 5 years, I've been cool with you for 5 years, 6 years, whatever the case may be, and you've been doing this the whole time, I'm going to assume that either she know, she don't care, you moving however you moving, this is how you, like, whatever the case may be. If she ain't moved on this and that, stressing about y'all relationship, whatever the case may be, bro, I'm not about to be the dude that come in here and do.
Why not just have that conversation with him and say, hey, bro, you know you messing up? I guess that's my whole thing, though.
Like, but he didn't change. And so at that point,
but him changing, I'm not talking about the change. I'm talking about the initial conversation. You see him messing up.
Hold on. So we're gonna answer the question first, and y'all gonna dive into that. Yeah. So Jalen said he mind his business. You would tell
I'm saying everything.
Okay. Yeah. And I would say depending on the situation, I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely giving. It could go either way.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Depending on people's situations. Like, it just is.
I'm not gonna lie. It depends on the friend. To me, it depends on the friend. If it was you,
thank you.
I would tell you.
I would tell you. I swear to God,
I would tell you. I would tell you.
Because think about it. That's what I'm saying. Think about it. Any nigga you ever get with, period. For the rest of your life, I have a strong relationship with you. Period.
Like, I know.
I'ma always be on your.
But I think she was saying if it was equal.
If it's equal though, like of course.
Now hypothetically, I'm fucking with it.
Oh Lord.
If you was with your ex, right? My man.
And we know.
I can't promise you. I can't promise you. I'ma just show up and just share that.
And this is why everybody tires get slashed when it comes to the homies. Like y'all be like, this just my friend. I ain't had nothing to do with it. But you knew the whole time. And this is why I wanted to bring up the conversation because of shit like this. It's like, okay, bro.
Listen to
That's
me.
your bro.
Now remember HR conversation
and I'm your sis.
You said you got dirt on somebody?
Yeah.
Maybe this nigga got some shit on me, so that's why we so goddamn cool. So no, I'm not telling you some shit, because he done stayed true to some shit too. Okay?
Damn.
Just like,
but that's still not fair though. Like you can't pick and choose who to be loyal to at the same time. Like you cannot pick and choose. Because if the spot is blown up, everybody got to get it. You'll be sitting there, but sis. Nah, bro. Like,
have you ever called a shorty and said, hey, I'm just coming to you as a woman, or have you received that conversation? Or do you understand that conversation goes on?
I understand the conversation.
So, which I just said, compared to what you just said, shorties do that shit all the time. Shorties would be in it and they say, hey, look, girl, I know I did it, but I'm just coming to you as a woman. I just had to tell you. So it's like, for me, y'all do the exact same shit. Y'all come and then y'all come in and this and that. So it's like, to me, it's the same dynamic. It's just depending on the person and what's going on.
So
I just couldn't sleep on it. It's been really weighing on my heart.
Right. We at least get it off our chest. You will sit up here and look in regards to my ex. Will look me every day in my face and not say nothing.
See,
shots were fired.
You just said, let's talk about your ex. That's a perfect situation. Like, that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's why I use the example.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you would look at me every day and be like, hey, sis. Like, nothing ever happened.
No. This is different.
And not say nothing.
This is the difference, right? I dated kind of my man's, right? If she like, oh my God, my ex, he's just the greatest. I'm just so happy my relationship still. Why would I sit here and then come and be like, hey, yo, by the way, right? You feel me? Now, if I'm coming up to you and I'm like, damn, she is sad as fuck. This and that is going on. He been saying he close to shorty and shit like that.
So you gonna contribute to the sadness?
No. I'm gonna say something to you. I really would say something. Like, if I see that this is really fucking with her and I'm like, okay, this is really my, I would probably like say something. Or I would go to bro like, look, bro, you really gotta say this and that to
what you're doing.
But as long as I don't know.
No. As long as you happy. That's the difference that you're missing. I'm being for real.
What if you don't know?
I'm only happy because I don't know.
Yeah.
That's my point. That's my point. Fuck. That's my point. It's been going on for generations, girl. But it's vice versa too. That's why I use the example of I'm coming to you as a woman, because that shit be really going on. It should be copacetic. And then that's what, like you said, blow up the spot. That be the shit. So it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to be the person that's held responsible for that, because you also put me, you giving me the prediction. No, because you giving me prediction. Your questioning was, I'm cool with both of y'all.
Yes.
So that means I'm fucking up both of y'all lives. So I have to deal with that, knowing that information.
You're not.
So how would you go about it?
No, you're not fucking up both of our lives.
No,
you're not. He was. If he would have never cheated and you would have never found out, then we would have been cool.
Because he's doing the action. Why would I then get my actions about? Now I have to be held accountable in some capacity in the scenario.
And he has a point, but that's what I'm asking.
Held accountable if you don't say in my eyes.
How would you handle it though?
How would I handle it?
How would you handle it?
Okay, so I got a home girl and she cheating, or we got okay.
And you knew both of them at the same time.
I knew both of them at the same time.
The spotlight is on you.
See, he's not quick.
You are shining.
Yeah.
Okay, I knew both of them for the same amount of time. So we talking about since high school.
Yeah. And we damn near 30.
It's going. I'm gonna have to take the heat, but I'm going to have to say something.
So are you gonna?
I'm gonna sit up here.
Or are you gonna talk to him? Just him.
Okay. So this is a scenario that plays in my mind a lot with my god sister and her now husband. Right. I always said, because I'm closer to her than him, but I mean, I've known him for over 10 years. He's family. That's my bro. I always said that if I seen him somewhere hugged up with another girl, I would walk up to him and act like he's my cousin. And be like, hey, cousin, how are you? And then look at the other girl like, oh, hey, how are you? Because now she think we family. So now I get the info on her, and then I'm going to shoot him a text when I leave. You need to say something within 24 hours or I'm going to say something.
That's actually kind of fair.
Now, he knows that I know that he been messing around with something, but I'm going to give you the leeway. Say something before I do, because I'm going to have to. It's not going to sit right with me. And I would do that in the same situation with you if she know you. Say something before I do, because it's not going to sit right with me being in your face, knowing that she getting her back blown out by old dude at the corner. but no, let's be real. Y'all minds don't do that when y'all figure out, you know what I'm saying?
Look at Jalen,
And then, like, I feel like y'all get kind of violent and irrational when y'all find out girls been cheating on y'all. I don't want no type of
or even.
But let me touch on that because that's the
I don't want no smoke. I want no smoke. I don't want it to come back and be like, oh, Maegan knew, so then bitch, what the fuck? Like, nah, bro.
But that's
from afar.
But I'm gonna touch on that. Because
I love both of y'all.
That's the reason why I said half and half, because the side effect of that is what Jalen is saying is true. That shit do happen where people get mad as fuck at you.
I just said
no, I'm just saying, but in general, for people to know, like, you know what I'm saying, whatever decision you make, know it comes with a consequence regardless.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah, it's a damn if you don't.
Because I'm looking at you like, I'm looking at you like, why would you not say something?
Because respectfully, the victim and the person who can cheat on, like I'm saying, the victim, like, wants you to tell them. The person who doesn't, because you give me the scenario, I'm cool with both of y'all. So then the person who's doing is like, bro, or you know, if it's a girl, bro, like respect our relationship, our code, whatever bond we built. So it's like, if I blow up the spot on either end, now you coming to me, this and that. Excuse me. Especially if this is somebody that you like, hey, I was trying to build with, and this and that, and this and that. Because, like, I'm not going to, again, shout out to the fellas, like, in the barbershops and, like, stuff like that, when you talking to certain dudes and you hear, like, and it's back to the mental health and just finding a space. And, like, I'm not excusing them this shit. I'm just saying,
Why would you use that?
No, I'm just saying, like, them figuring out how to be husbands. Not everybody was perfect, but if you was to look at them today, you would say, God damn, that's dope as hell. You've been with your wife for 50 years. But when I look at the week 1, month 1, year 1 of that 50 years, he might not have been perfect. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, then imagine if I'm in that predicament looking at it, they living the life. They doing it. So it's like, that's where it do get complicated.
It do get tricky.
Like,
that's why I said.
And dudes talk about that a lot in the barbershop. Like I said, I'm not gonna speak on like the intimate stuff that I know about like some people that's around me, but it's like it's common on both ends for certain things. You know what I'm saying? And like that's why I'm like the person who know that information. Like I said, I've been to places with some of my homegirls and I watched them go for whatever amounts of money. Cool. That's your life. Yeah. I'm not finna say nothing about that stuff because at the same time, you got a baby, y'all got this, you got to pay DT. I don't know what y'all could or couldn't have said when you walked out that house or if y'all know what y'all doing leaving out this house. But for me to be like, oh, I got to tell bro because we played a game, we done smoked together. Like, nah, bro, that ain't my place. Like, it's just not because I have to be held accountable for them actions on either end. And it's just, I'd rather just not say nothing. And then if you come to me and be like, well, did you know? Then I'll bite. I'd rather bite that bullet. That's just me.
I would hate to bite that type of bullet.
I'd rather bite that bullet. I'd rather bite that bullet.
But like I said, it does depend on the people. Like if it's y'all, I would definitely tell y'all.
Okay. It's a little different. So you saying you rather bite the bullet of the person coming to you asking rather than to you saying like blowing up the spot. Do you think that shows your loyalty with the person that's cheating more?
No, because for me, I'm gonna explain to you just like I explained to y'all why I didn't do it. Now, if you disagree with that, cool. But like I always tell people, and I told y'all, I judge off intent. So my intent was this, that, and the third. If that's not enough for you, or if that don't justify my decision, I can totally respect that. That's your choice to make. And if you don't want to fuck with me, whatever, cool. But I'm going to stand on my decision because that's what I thought was best at the time. And I had your best interest at heart, y'all, whatever you want to look at. It's not me skating. It's like I really thought that was the best decision for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
In return, you really, that's why I say it's weird because you're on the chopping block. Because on one end, I really do get what you're saying when it comes to like the whole, you never know what the situation is. So what if y'all have like an arrangement where y'all cool with that and then you coming off like, oh damn, I'm over here like coming off like I'm snitching. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. For nothing. And then on your end, I get it too, where it's like the loyalty. Like we've been friends for how long? You've been in my face for how long? Like,
and I just can't see myself sitting out in front of you, chopping up, we chilling, we going out, whatever, and knowing what I know. That's why I said, like, if I seen it and I had old dude number, or I would like whisper, you got 24 hours.
Yeah, but this
I like that.
You got 24 hours.
Sometimes me and my girl get into this argument. The characteristics that make me a great friend in certain situations also get held against me when it's your situation. Yeah. So that same secret that I'm keeping
from you in that type of situation, I have also kept your secrets in the same manner that was to your benefit. So like that ability in me to hold things while sitting next to, because we so cool, all of us, we might go out with somebody out to eat or just have a little lunch, and I know that y'all don't like the person, said whatever. I ain't never said a word, and vice versa for me to y'all. So it's like, we can do that, and it's with different people, but it's how we give a fuck about the people that then determine if you cool with it or not, and it's to your benefit. In this circumstance, it's not to your benefit, but it is the same characteristic of that person. So I'm still consistent in who I am. And that's what made you my friend. And that's why we are so close, because of who I am consistently as a person. No, so you can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't use that against me.
No, you can't use it against you. But you can't tell that person not to be mad at that. No, I'm not saying that person not gonna want to mess with you anymore after that. But I'm talking about the initial blow up.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. No, that's 100%.
Everybody's tires gotta get smashed. You included, because you knew.
See,
like what was that? Why Did I Get Married Too?
Oh
with Janet Jackson. She was swinging the golf club.
Yeah, no, she crashed the fuck
She
out.
crashed the tables and everything like that.
She broke everything for sure.
But I had a cousin that went through something like that, and she got mad at all his friends, and she was like, "Y'all knew, but y'all didn't say anything to me." And they were all in the group, they were all close. So
I think
it's
it's the loyalty,
like,
though.
Yeah, it's loyalty. You're gonna have to like show your loyalty.
Like we just said, we'll tell each other, but I mean, certain other people we may not say shit.
But it's also like,
well, I know you will say something, but I'll be like, I don't know if I want to touch on that.
Me being in them circles, like people have different stuff on each other, and that's really what it also like. I swear to God, like a lot of, even with shorties, like they'll have different stuff on each other. So it's like it's also that like a homegirl, I'm gonna keep your secret, because also like if, especially for a lot of people, I like calling rats. When your spot get blown up,
then you blow my spot.
You sending nukes everywhere. Everybody.
No, I hate people like that though.
That's a lot of people though.
Yeah,
that's a lot of people. A lot of
everybody
people.
More.
That's what everybody call rats. Like that's what happens most times when the pressure get on. It's like, well, shit. If I'm about to lose my girl, we all gonna be single. Like it's like
now that's when tires get slashed, ass gets whooped.
That's what everybody.
We was good over here, right? Did you open your mouth?
Because then my last thing is though, like just to piggyback, Maegan come slash my tires. Hey, Jalen, baby, like, that's my girl. Why she slash her tire? Oh, because I knew about Teron and her. What? She called Maegan. Girl, don't come over here. Smash my... Well, Deron just told me that Jalen be getting drunk as hell at the Nino and be... You told me you be at work. Now, my junk got blown up and da-da-da-da-da. But guess what? The only people who knew we was at the Nino getting drunk and talking was Tony and Erica. So, wait a minute. Now, Tony and Erica... So then now y'all done blew.
It's a triple effect.
Everybody playing telephone. So it's like
that's now we all snitching on each other.
That's all. Like, how about everybody be Italian mob style? Everybody just be Italian mob style. Do some whispers.
Not some whispers.
Send some. Put the rat traps. You know what I'm saying? Because like that's why I use that. I'm gonna come to you as a woman. All that stuff because it happens more often than not. Like we cool. She come over. Y'all don't know.
Yeah.
Look, listen. I saw some text in the group chat. Listen, I don't know anything. Just check on Tom.
Or would you be very cryptic?
They are cryptic.
No.
That's not something nobody ever
leave a note on the co-worker desk. Last episode. If they been cool, we done went to Turks and Caicos and all this other shit. Yeah, they gonna send some whispers, a bunch of emojis, monkey face, laughing.
No, I ain't gonna blow. I'm not gonna blow up anybody's spot. It's only if I have cold hard facts. That's why I said I'm in the mall and I see this man kissing and hugging on this girl.
Would you put it in your close friends?
Say it. Put what in close friends?
Like, because that's the thing now.
I might take a picture just in case you say I'm lying, but I ain't sending it. I'm not sending anything. That's why I said you have 24 hours to tell her before I do. Well, and as a woman, I know. Well, how you know? Because I'm going to need to see some facts.
She going to hit her with that
picture.
Hey, look, girl.
No, I'm not.
Once they hear that voice in that tone, she's like, oh, she's serious. And I'm telling you, they don't have no evidence. It don't be nothing. That's why she just come in there. And she's just like, listen, I wouldn't tell you unless I wanted you to come to me.
Oh, my God.
But I'm not telling all my friends, you better come to me, tell me something.
Yeah. But I'm going to have pictures, though.
Because it's like the after effect is how I'm going to handle it. I'm not saying I'm going to leave. Depending on the situation. If we married, then we got stuff. We got more time.
That's different.
That's the only difference. But if we dating, like, you know what I'm saying? I got to sit up and I have to talk to my man because I have loyalty to him too. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I have to say, all right, when he come home, we got to have this conversation. Now, how it's going to go?
Oof,
I don't know. But we got to have that conversation. But I'm going to say, you know, I'm not going to get mad at you for telling me. You know, and I just might play it up to the point where they won't know who told me.
I just want to ask this follow.
That is kind of true.
I can play it up.
What if you with the dude who won't tell, like his best friend is cheating on his wife and he won't say nothing? How do you feel about the dude that you with?
Damn.
I feel away. I'm not even gonna say.
That's a wild card. That's a wild card.
I feel away like you a loyal friend and I get it. but that's his friend group. I'm gonna have to stay out their business, but
yeah. But now
that's a good question.
Because now I'm looking at you like,
nigga, really?
Where your morals at? Like,
so like what would you do? Because you know the information. Because
I can't. That's his friend.
But he told you. So then they still coming over. They having to.
We're not close though. I know them through him.
Right, but so you're not gonna say nothing to the shorty or nothing like that.
I'm messing with my relationship. He get mad at me. Why would you say something? Like, no.
So you see how.
But I'm talking about close friends though. That's not my close friend. Now we become close friends as okay. I got a situation. Well, I haven't been, but I know a situation like that though. And it's like, what did I tell her? And that if I was in her shoes, I told her I really wouldn't mess with old girl. But I get it, but I really wouldn't mess with old girl because you be in my face. Now, if me and her are in each other's face like that, I'm gonna have to have a conversation with my man. Like, listen, you gotta talk to your friend. You gotta, because it's weighing on me, and I feel fake. I feel fake.
So you would feel like you would have to go to her as a woman.
No, she said she'll tell her man.
I have to come to my man.
I'm talking about if he was
women coming to each other as a woman is if I'm cheating, if this man is cheating on me, or cheating on you with me.
No, I'm saying.
I'm not coming to no girl as a woman
to tell her that she cheated. That her dude is
That's
cheating.
not coming as a woman. That's a girl. That's girls being girls.
That's girl.
You being a girl's girl.
I mean, a girl's girl. Yeah, I mean, a girl's girl. I'm looking out. No, if I'm the side chick, I'm not looking out because my motive is to let you know, and maybe you gonna, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna mess up. That's gonna mess up your relationship. Y'all gonna break up.
Yeah, she hoping for you.
The side chick hope.
It's a thin line.
The side chick hope for that. But me being a girl's girl is like I can't just sit on this information too much longer.
I don't think I would be able to do it.
I was in a situation with my girl, and like for my girl, she was like, "Hey, just don't bring me around that couple and stuff." And I'm like, "Cool, no problem."
Yeah.
Now I still go, all right. Well, I used to like still keep with her. That ain't my business or whatever. But she ain't look at me no different because she understood like the person she was with and like what I have been through and seen and the things I've still remained silent about with various. I'm like it also you got to know your person. The stuff I've been through on a real grand scale, cheating is so
minute. Yeah,
like
that's a 101.
Yeah,
it's just like it's the first.
What are we talking about right now? Like the things I've seen and heard, like
that's like a rolling stop. We're good.
What? Like that man take care of his kids. Like girl, like okay, go date, do something.
Lord.
Girl.
But I get that, like, don't bring me around that couple. Like, my mom used to say that, like, if my dad had a friend and he was cheating on his wife or whatever, she was like, you know, that girl, he can't bring that girl over here. And matter of fact, like, just don't come over our house because I can't look at his wife in her face.
Yeah, it's the loyalty. Like,
no, especially me as a wife.
Yeah.
I'm looking at another wife go through it and I'm sitting here not saying nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't invite them over our house.
I feel decent.
So, yeah, I get that.
I don't want to be around
that. I get it. Don't bring me around.
Yeah.
And I'm going to look at my man too, like, maybe you should say something. I don't know. I ain't gonna like, I'm not gonna be disgusted, but I'm gonna be like.
But maybe, like Jalen said, maybe he did talk to his friend and his friend ain't gonna change.
Yeah,
if that's the case, then okay. If that's the case, okay. Just don't bring baby girl around me because I'm not you. I'm not your friend's friend. You know what I'm saying? I'm your girl.
Yeah. And even when you talk to dudes, they still might have divulged what the dynamic of their relationship might be. You know what I'm saying? He might be like, no, everything cool, bro. Don't even worry about it. Like, shorty ain't gonna trip. Mm-hmm. And that's all, like, as a dude, you know, like, we'll take a very, very general answer for things. Like,
yeah.
And when your girl asks you, you're like, what did he say? He's like, told me she was gonna be cool with it. Like, he wasn't know it. He just told you that and you believe it.
Exactly.
Yeah, he been with us 5 years. I wouldn't think he was lying to me, but that's what he gave me.
Why you sound like Coach Teasley?
That's how That's how dude be, bro.
You hear it? Am I tripping?
You ain't gonna do nothing, bro.
You was getting your acting chops together, cause damn.
I'm telling you, bro.
Oh my god! If
That's
y'all
so
been to Southfield, you know who I'm talking
Shout
about.
out to you.
For real.
But yeah, that's how I feel like most dudes, we just take that general answer and like, that's cool. So it's like, I wouldn't think none of why like his girl ain't, tripping on it and stuff like, and I don't know what she doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? While he out with me, she might, I might be helping her out for all I know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, I don't know that dynamic. You know what I'm saying?
And that do be the dangerous part when you don't understand the dynamic.
But
you
so y'all don't ask?
No, that's not my business.
No, I don't think I would ask.
Yeah, like behind.
I don't want to be deep.
I want to know, is this the dynamic of your relationship or?
Because you get deeper into it. The more you ask questions,
the more accountability you got to take.
Yeah, you got to remember that.
No, because
I see it. That's enough.
That's it.
If I ask you and I feel like, yo, bro, like, so what's going on with you and such because you was getting pretty comfy.
For dudes, that's only if she showed up twice.
See, y'all got too many rules.
No, we don't. We don't.
If she show up twice.
No, I'm talking about if my man is got a girl, right? Mm-hmm. And we keep going out and Maegan has shown up twice, right? The same girl has shown up twice and is kicking it with you. I'm going to ask you about this girl, right? Now, if we go out twice and you're just talking to sporadic chicks, okay, this is kind of like what you own. But if I'm seeing that you keep having this same girl around, I am going to ask you a little bit more, like, hey, bro, like, you trying to swallow? What you doing with that? Because I'm seeing this girl's around more, and I know our relationship. So if this girl's about to be around more, I need to start kind of adjusting because I know how deep, like, our relationship is. So, like, what we talk about, what we might be having going on.
You may not say much.
I might not say much, so let me know something now if you about to start taking this girl seriously. And then, like you were saying, the loyalty thing, like, hey, now if you saying, I'm about to start bringing this girl around, I really like making this and that. I'm not going to be around you as much because I need you to go ahead and work all of your shit out because that's what I'm saying. Like, niggas just operate differently where different circumstances, different shit, da-da-da-da-da. Like, I get that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's an
so, like, yeah, like,
topic,
I just change shit up depending, like, in closing for me, like, it's just certain dynamics that you gotta just adjust to.
Well, let us know in the comments. Like, are y'all telling? Well, not snitching because we said we changed.
Are you saying something?
Are you saying something? Or are you minding your business? We want to know what y'all think.
Because with me, you got 24 hours.
Ooh. Clip that. So we're gonna be real quick with our last segment. If I knew then what I know now. What word? I'm not really thinking of a word. I can't think of one.
Cheating.
I knew. Okay. Cheating. If you cheat, there's consequences. That's it. And whatever you do, shit, you may not get caught this time, but they will be on that ass. That's why they got the show called Cheaters. Remember that.
Can we please say the tagline?
What? Ooh.
If I knew what I knew now about cheating.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. If I knew then what I know now. I'm sorry.
About cheating, like, in the past, like, I've only been cheating one time in my whole life or whatever. And like I said, it was just still a minute thing, like, on my list. But I understand the pain that comes with it when you trust somebody, right? Mm-hmm. So I do get that. I never, like, partake, like, I don't do that. Like, y'all know how I am. Like, if I'm out here with the hoes, I'm out here with the hoes. If I'm kicking, I'm kicking. You know what I'm saying? It's me. So, like, I understand that I don't participate. Like I was just saying earlier, like, I won't get too involved, like, in none of that shenanigans shit with it or whatever. But, I understand, like, people think it's normal and, like, what people do. So I try my best to be an example against it. To at least, like, not as much give hope, but just understand, like, it's things out here and things that you're looking for that do exist, and it's just about where you look and how you searching and, like, the type of person that you are. You know what I'm saying? If you just hold yourself accountable, grow, and develop the skills and the characteristics, like, those people and that thing is out there. You know what I'm saying? Right. And it's just constantly adjusting and self-assessment.
If I knew then what I know now about cheating, I would have left the first time.
No, that's a word. For real. I like that.
That's it.
All right, guys. Make sure you follow us. You can follow me at pharaoh.mckell.
@_Maegan.
Produced by Freq.
And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. to our channel, and make sure you also follow our Instagram at Pharaoh.
At Millennial Vision E. This has been another episode of the Millennial Talk Podcast. Thank you. Peace.
Peace.